So, welcome to our world, FTM. Welcome to our world. This week is Free Topics Week. I'm pretty sure it's week 12. I was thinking about stuff I could possibly do. Something more fun. The only thing that came to mind that I can do, and I'm probably going to end up doing 2 videos. If you guys want to make more than 1 video, after you see this video, feel free. But I'm going to... I don't even know if you guys can see me. Here, let's put you guys down so you can actually see me. I'm going to be doing long-distance relationships. Now, here's a disclaimer. I have experience with long-distance relationships. I've been in a decent amount of them. But as with any relationship and as with anything, it's different with everyone. So, you want to take my advice, go right ahead. If you don't want to, don't. So, I'm going to first put my relationship status in the beginning, because, yeah, just because. I'm single, but when people ask me, hey, Shai, you single? I say, I'm single, but I have my heart set on someone, and I'm kind of waiting for them. More so, if someone else comes along my way and snatches me up and sweeps me off my feet, you know, awesome. But until then, I'm not going to be with anyone else, and if it's going to be something that's not sweeping me off my feet, which she will do, then I'm not going to be with anyone. I'm going to make my life the way I can right now. I've been going after this girl for a while, so I don't even know if she'll end up seeing this video, I hope not. But I've been going after her for a while, and it's definitely worth it for me personally to wait for her. You know, we'll go into that first. Waiting for someone in a relationship is not always a good thing. Sometimes you regret it, sometimes you don't. If you feel that waiting for someone is the right thing to do, do it, but don't stop your life for them. What you need to do is keep on going with your life with what you do best. You know, you can't let someone else stop your life. In the end, you're living this life for you. If this person makes you happy and that's why you're waiting for them, because they make you happy and that's the person you want to be with, awesome, do it. But don't let it stop all the other happinesses and whatnot in your life. So long-distance relationships, have I had them? Plenty. Is it for everyone? Definitely not. Do I believe that if you truly love someone, that distance does not matter? Yes. I believe if you're meant to be with someone, that if they're your soulmate or whatever you want to call them, that they could be in Oklahoma and you could be in New York, you could be in California, they could be in Florida, and you know, you could see them only once a month, once every 3 months, and it will still work out, and you will both be devoted to each other, and you both won't cheat and all that. I think that that can only happen when you're really meant to be. If you're not meant to be, then it won't work, then the complications will come in hand. But I do believe that it can. I really do. I do feel distance makes things harder. Distance definitely makes things harder and can be an issue, but it shouldn't stop you from dating someone that you feel like in the end you'll be with. If you're looking for a long-term relationship, sometimes long distance is the way to go. But yeah, so do I think that, you know, long distance can work out? Yes. Do I think it can't work out? At the same time, yes. Now, what I'm going to go into is some positive and negatives about a long distance relationship. We're gonna go negative Nancy first, and then we're gonna go positive Shai, I guess you want to call it, second. So the negatives in a long distance relationship, no matter if the relationship is going well or going wrong, sometimes fights can be harder because you can't, like, I don't know, because for me personally, fights over the phone or fights, no, actually it's more of a positive. Some negatives, and you know me with my videos, I don't put it on paper, I just let it all out there from what's in my mind, which I think is some of the best ways to do it. Personally for me, I can, not everybody can. Some negatives is not being able to see that person in person all the time. You know, not being able to hug them, not being able to kiss them, insert dirty images, because I know trans guys have dirty images in their mind. I'm saying girls because, like I said, right now the person I'm attracted to is a girl, and I've only had one long distance relationship with a guy, and most of my long distance relationships were with girls. So, yeah. That's another thing I'll get into in a minute. So, not being to have them right there is really hard. Sometimes if they don't have certain resources, like, definitely it makes it easier if someone has a webcam, if someone has a cell phone, or some sort of phone, or, an instant messenger. More so someone who has a webcam and someone who has a cell phone, because with a cell phone they could call you and they could text you. And with the webcam you could see them, they could see you. That definitely makes it easier, but what makes it harder is when someone doesn't have those resources, when someone can't talk to you as much on the internet, when someone can't talk to you as much on the phone, when someone can't really text you. That definitely makes things way harder. I could probably think of a lot of other things. Those are the main few that I think of for negative for long distance. Sometimes when you have a bad day at work and you come home and you just want to come home to the person you love and they're miles away. That's hard sometimes. That's definitely hard. Actually, when I was in one relationship that happened to me, whenever I came home, I just wanted to be right next to her, and she was miles away, which was hard. But that's some things with long-distance relationships that's hard. But I don't want to go too negative Nancy on your ass, so let's go to positive Shai. I don't know why I said Shai, but because I felt that was right. Some positives with long-distance relationships. I think if you're a more physical person, you get to know the person more than physical. You get to know really who the person is. Some people may say, well, there's also forms of way you can meet people that's long distance, but I'll get into that in a second. Some people say you can't trust them, blah, blah, blah. We're going positive here, guys. We're going to positive. We're not going to negative Nancy. How many times I have to tell you that? Long distance, what could be a good thing is that you can get to know the person more, that you both have your distance, you can live your life, but at the same time, you're getting to know that person to see if in the end, if you're looking for, long term, that's a good thing. Another positive about long-distance relationship is when you do get to see that person in person, when you get to kiss them, when you get to hug them, when you get to do whatever you want physically with them, let your mind wander. It means a lot more than if they're living closer. It's a lot more special. And I think those moments when you have that, it's probably one of the most awesome moments. Like when you see them off the plane, you just want to run, hug, and jump them. It's always an awesome feeling. That's definitely a positive. It makes you appreciate each other a lot more. What other positives can there be? Definitely space is one. Because for me, I like having someone close by. I don't like living alone and all that. But at the same time, when someone obsesses over me too much, it's kind of, that's what I find my issues with. I have some guys who have crushes on me right now, and gay guys, and they're being very obsessive, and that's a big turnoff for me. What can be another positive about long distance relationships? I don't know. You could play Xbox games together, and you don't have to be in the same room. You don't have to be dueling each other in the same room. You could be miles away, and you could be like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna win in Black Ops." I don't know. Just think of something. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm a big video game person. So next thing we're gonna get into, because I'm trying to think after that if there's anything else I have to say about this. Long distance is definitely different with men and women. So from my experience, which is easier? None. Definitely none. Long distance is not easy, but it's kind of funny because with guys, it was kind of, with the guy I dated, he was very feminine. He was basically a girl, so I don't know with guys, but there's definitely a difference long distance with guys and girls. I think that it's harder long distance with pending who the person is. I think for a guy, like if I was dating another guy long distance, it may be harder because guys tend to be more physical, so he'll be like, God damn it, I want sex. And may not be as loyal to you, I guess you could say. And then I think definitely women would be more loyal. From personal experience, actually, shockingly, they were all really hard. And the one that worked out the best was actually the guy. One of the girls broke my heart like crazy. And the two of them ended up, I found out, cheating on me and stuff. So, definitely a big issue with long distance is cheating. That's another negative, is cheating. Loyalty. But I think, in the end, if that person doesn't cheat on you, if they are only with you, and if you want to close, I'm saying if you want a close relationship, you know, if you want to be in a polyamorous relationship and you're long distance, cool, awesome. But I'm saying if you're in a close relationship and you're long distance, that makes it really hard. But I think actually what makes it a positive, take the negative to a positive, is that if that person does show they're loyal and they don't cheat when they're miles away and they have temptation, that shows you that they care and love you that much that they won't do it no matter how much temptation is put ahead of them. You know how many people I know who are like, oh, my girlfriend's like in California and I'm in New York and I could have sex with this girl and I'm going to do it because she will never know. There lays into an issue. But I think when you have that guy, let's turn around, my girlfriend's in California, I'm in New York, I could have sex with this girl, I'm not going to do it because I love her, and it's not worth it even if I get any sort of physical pleasure out of it because it will ruin my relationship. There's where the positive is. Yeah, so in the end, well, what's the conclusion is long-distance relationships are not for everyone. It's definitely very hard from personal experience. I prefer someone who's closer, but sometimes you don't find, like, I'm going to get bashed for this. New York, I have found, is a crappy place to find people. Anybody I really like lives in other states, so, yeah. Sometimes that gets difficult. And what I've never done, which will make it 100 times difficult, is if you're dating someone from another country. Don't do that. I'm telling you, you will regret it. But I'm going to go before I make this video too long. See you guys soon. Welcome to our world of vvideo.